Hi, I'm Lashon and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here and you want to be inspired on a daily basis, then this is the perfect place for you. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell. Hello, and good morning. My name is Lashon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a divorced mother of 3 adult children. I have 2 boys and a girl. I'm a United States Navy veteran, and I'm also a surgical tech. But now I spend my days here on YouTube, and I try my best to encourage, inspire, and motivate as many people as I possibly can, with an emphasis on veterans, people with disabilities and limited mobility. I am frugal, I'm a minimalist, and I try every single day to save money and to live as frugally as possible. I don't want for much. I don't ask for much. And I am content on living by myself and serving the Lord. So today we're going to spend a little time talking about what you're grateful for. So I'll start off by saying what I am grateful for. And most of the time, you start the conversation and then people express how they feel. I love when people share their stories, and I love when people talk about the Lord. I love when people speak from their heart and say how they're really feeling, because so many people are living a lie. So many people are just for purposes of people seeing what they have. That's all they talk about, and it's just I don't really have a lot of time for that, because I had all those things before. I'm not bitter that I don't have them anymore. I'm happy and joyful because in my attempt to be as frugal as possible, in my attempt to become a minimalist, I have learned how to purge. I've learned how to be grateful, and I've also learned how to live as frugally as possible without wasting anything. I don't waste anything. I don't waste food, clothes, nothing. Okay? So today, let's talk about what are you grateful for. Let's talk about the things that make you happy, that bring you joy. Those are happy things. So I want to talk about happy things. And I'll start out by talking about all the things that I am grateful for. Now, the very first thing I am grateful for is my life. I am grateful for my life because I've had a lot of incidents already this year. I call them incidents because they're only temporary. And I'm fighting hard to get this body as close to norm as possible. Okay, the mind is still like this, but the old body's like, oh no, we need to slow down. So I'm trying to find a medium. I'm trying to find a safe place of balance for me and my speed that I go, and the fact that my body is just not what it used to be. So I am grateful for my life. I am grateful that I am alive today and that I'm able to talk and express how I feel, because I've had a lot of surgeries and a lot of problems already this year, but nothing will stop me from being grateful. I'm also grateful for this apartment, and I say that all the time. Because people got big houses and they constantly talking about how big their house is and all the things that they have inside that house and all those things. But for me, that has never been an important factor. At one point in my life, I wanted a house. I wanted my children to grow up in a house. And because we never had that until the very end of my high school years. We lived in apartments. My mother and father finally got a house right when I was going to high school. So I didn't share a room for the last 2 or 3 years at home, but my life was my sister's in one room. So I know how to live frugally. We lived frugally. We lived well. But then when I got married and we built our house from the ground up, we had a house just the way we wanted it. When you build a house, you build it just the way you want it. But you're building this house, you're loving each other, you're raising a family. But at some point, sometimes things don't work out. So I've had the things. And I say things because we had the square footage. We had the, 2, 3, 4 cars in the driveway. But was I really happy? And a lot of people assess happiness with how much stuff they have. And maybe I did in the past. I don't know. And I'm not, if that's the things that you choose to do, that's fine. That's not how I live my life. So when I say I'm grateful for this apartment, a lot of people don't understand it. I get, every time I talk about my apartment and people ask, well, how could you live with just 630 square feet? How could you live in that little apartment and say you're happy? How can you? It's simple. When you're grateful for certain things and you express that and you say it and you speak it, you're showing and telling people all the things that make you happy, all the things that bring you joy. Well, I had a lot of things before, a lot of personal stuff and materialistic things and diamonds in my ear. I had all those things. But was I really happy? I can tell you now that living in this apartment, 630 square feet, that's all I got. I got 630 square feet, but I have found more peace in this house, in this apartment, than I have in the house that I had built from the ground up, thinking that house was going to bring me happiness. The image of me, my husband, and my kids in that house. And that's what I was hanging on to. My thing I'm trying to tell you today is, if all the materialistic things were gone, how would you live your life? And that's how I started my life, because my life started in 2015 when I got divorced. And I say that because this is a new era in my life. Before that, I was living for everybody else. But in 2015, I started living for myself. I started taking care of myself. I started my relationship over with God, because the relationship I had with God before 2015 was one of a Proverbs wife who was trying desperately to keep her family together, and one who did everything the way I thought it was supposed to be. So I had a new outlook on life after divorce. That's a whole nother section and a whole different set of problems that come with being divorced and being in the church. And so I had to change my whole way of living. That's a good way of putting it, in 2015. So the first part of being grateful is to purge. And when you purge, you decide, these are the things I'm willing to be without. These are the things I have to have. These are the things, whatever. So I am grateful for this little apartment. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my relationship with the Lord. I am also grateful for 1, 2, 3 of my children. I have 3 amazing children who bring me joy, who light my life. So those are the things I'm grateful for. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I'm not into materialistic things and all that. And anybody who really knows me know that my biggest struggle is how I'm going to make it from month to month. Not what pair of shoes I'm going to buy or whatever. If I ever ask you for anything, it's because I'm short. It's because I don't have it. Because I don't live on credit. I don't live on anything. I live on what I have. And that is okay with me. Do I wish I planned better for this stage of my life? Of course I did. But I also didn't think I was going to get divorced. But this life that I have now, this peaceful life that I have, where sometimes, money is a little short, that type of thing, that's okay. That is okay. You know why? Because I don't suffer from headaches anymore. I don't have that type of stress in my life anymore. Everybody that surrounds me, and I do mean everybody that surrounds me, loves, cares, and expects a certain sense of gratefulness from me. So that's what I give back in return. Now, if anybody comes into my life and try to break that peace up, or if somebody comes in my life and try to break up my joy, I break them off real fast, because I cannot have it. I've worked too hard in my 52 years to develop this level of peace. And again, some people won't understand it. And I don't care about the people who don't understand, because I do. I'm the one have to get up every day, look myself in the face, have integrity, and know that I don't do anything to hurt people. I don't. I stay away. When people come and try to enter and I let you in and you're doing the same okey doke, you will be deleted in my life, in my mind, in my spirit, because all I need is the Lord in my heart. Okay? That's it, because all that other stuff is a waste of time. Whatever amount of time that you have in this life, be productive. Be positive. Have integrity. Your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Or I'm going to mail you this. Or I'm going to do this for you. Just do it. When you do stuff from the heart, when you do stuff strictly from the heart, you're not trying to gain anything in return. That's what people don't understand. People don't understand that they say they're going to do X, Y, Z, and then when they do it, that's all you hear about. But if you really do it from the goodness of your heart, you ain't got to have a conversation about it. People don't even have to know. And that's something to think about. But what are you grateful for? Again, I'm grateful for my relationship with God, my health, this apartment that I live in. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the people that surround me, who love and care for me, who don't hear from me and one day got the search party looking for me. Okay? Those are the people that's in my circle. And if you don't know anything about what's going on with me, it's because I don't want you to. Okay? So I'm grateful for my 3 children who love, respect, and care for their mama. And that's it. That's it. I really don't need nothing else. I gotta eat, I gotta drink water. But besides that, I got everything that I need right here. And when you're grateful and when you care about certain things, it is just illuminated. That glow on your skin and everything. I may be sick physically, but my mind is fine. My mind is fine. All I know is peace is a wonderful thing. Being grateful is a wonderful thing. Okay? So let me put this down. We're going to go ahead and breathe in and breathe out and get our day started. You ready? Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. We thank you, Father God, for another day, and we are so grateful. Remember, wherever you're headed today, to treat people with respect. Be kind, be courteous, and remember, God loves you, and so do I. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Take a minute to leave a comment. I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.